personally, I feel communication is a vital aspect in coaching, because without it, it creates disorganisation and there's no and confusion. I feel that is an important aspect because it creates understanding. It motivates the participants to get them to what I want to do, or what I'm coaching them to do. But ultimately, without communication, I wouldn't be able to coach my sessions. So I feel that this attribute or skill that I have is one of one of the most critical skills in coaching. So when I'm coach, I always use verbal and non-verbal communication. When I communicate, my verbal communication is clear, concise, and to the point. I make sure that everybody understands what I'm saying, and that there's no confusion. My non-verbal communication, so that's like my body language, my posture, my gestures, everything like that. I make sure that that is positive and it's setting the right signs for the session. Because if my non-verbal communication, so say if I had poor posture or poor body language, this could impact the session, and maybe the participants would see that I'm not interested in the session, so therefore this may hinder them in their learning. When I coach at Park School, I normally coach year 3 and 4s, so they're about 7 or 8 years old. I always start with an autocratic style of coaching. So I start with an autocratic style of coaching because I get the participants to do what I want to do, so I tell them to do this, tell them to do that. But then when I'm coaching my age group, I always do a democratic style of coaching, so it gives them a say in the session, or a say in making the decision and what happens. And then sometimes I use laissez-faire. So when I use laissez-faire, I make sure that I step back, I let the session go on, and then I step in where need be. An example of communication would be for my intramural football side. So the position that I play is centre back, and I need to communicate effectively and clearly to each team member, and telling them if there's a person to the left, person to the right, we need to push up, step back. So I think without communication, there'll just be disorganisation, there would be no structure, and there'll be confusion. Communication is just a vital aspect in life that you need, and I feel that it is especially critical that you need it in coaching.